Hi, last day we are discussing about the basic terms of the research, and today we conclude that terms because in last presentation the time is not enough. So here today we are going to discuss about the one more time. What is a relationship? The relationship is a bond or connection between the two or more phenomena. Like already we are discussing quantitative studies, it is nothing but the independable or dependable variable relationship or cause and effect the relationship. So relationship is the connection between the two or more phenomena: smoking and lung cancer, teaching and the improving the knowledge, more diet increase the body weight. So these are the example, the cause and effect. How one factor will be affect the other. That is a relationship. Even if you are coming to the quantitative research, here we are studying the meaning and dimensionality of phenomena of interest. It means we are studying the phenomena of interest. Some of the how maybe the hidden matters. We don't know what exactly that factor will be affect the health, or some of the factors we don't know how it will be affect the social impact. Some of the factors we don't know what are the cultural practice they have, spiritualities, etc., etc., etc. So here it is not concerned with the quantifying relationship nor in testing and confirming the causal relationship. Here we are illuminating, what we are illuminating the meaning and dimensionality of phenomena of interest. Some phenomena we are studying, or one phenomena how it will be affect the health, that we are focusing in the qualitative research. Okay, we'll come to know in later this all very detailedly. So next one is the quantitative and qualitative, the basic things we'll discuss now. First one we'll see what is quantitative research. The quantitative is mainly divided into two teams. First one is the experimental and another one is the non-experimental. The experimental is nothing but we are doing the intervention or treatment. Intervention or treatment. That is the experimental. Something we are doing to change, or some of the new things we are implementing or intervening in the some of the sample. That is experimental research. So even if you are coming to the non-experimental research, it is nothing but here the researchers are the bystanders. In experimental research, the researcher have the important role to this study. He is intervening or he is implementing new one. We'll see the example later. But in non-experimental, just researcher are the bystander. Here they collect the data without introducing any of the treatment. Just we are observing. Just we are trying to understand what exactly happened. We are not going to do anything plus or minus. That is the main things we are doing in the non-experimental research. So experimental research is actually introduce the intervention treatment. Even in non-experimental, just researcher is a bystander. Here the data collected through the without introduce any treatment, or just will tell it is just observer. In qualitative data in experimental, the medical and epidemiological research, the experimental usually called the control trial or clinical trial. In experimental study, what it is known as controlled trial or clinical trial. In quantitative study, experimental study is called as a controlled trial or clinical trial. In control trial, whenever we are doing the research, we'll select the two group. One group we are going to introduce the any one new treatment or something new, and in another group we'll collect that it is known as the control group. We won't intervene anything. Then we'll make it comparison what changes happen to this, who or the how we are done the treatment. Suppose we are taking to one class. In one group we'll teach, another group we won't teach. Then we'll see what changes happen to introduce that teaching method, what, how much knowledge or attitude, skill, something, how it improved. That is the control trial. Or in clinical we are intervening, or we are applying some new things like some medications, some exercise, any of the activities. That is clinical trial. Even in, if you are taking the non-experimental inquiry, here just I already mentioned, it is just observation. We are nothing to, we are observing. Suppose nowadays we have this pandemic condition, we'll observe what are the factors affecting to spread this disease one place to another. We are not going to intervene anything, just we are observing. That is observation study, fine. Then next one, the experimental studies are explicitly designed to test the causal relationship, to test whether intervention caused change in the dependable variable. Here it is a relationship. Already we told what is a relationship, the cause and effect relationship, or we are here we are checking the dependable and independable variable relationship. Because of this experimental study, or because of this intervention, what changes happen to the dependable variable. In sometime even in non-experimental also we'll check this relationship, but one thing, it is no, it is less conclusive, but it means conclusive, we won't give that much important in that relationship. But the experimental study will mainly check the what changes, or what is the cause and effect relationship, or what we are doing one intervention, how changes happen to the dependable variable. That is the most important things. But in non-experimental we won't give that much important to the any of the intervention. We can see one example that test the effectiveness or range of motion exercise. It is intervention. We see what changes happened: improving the joint flexibility, activity functions, or pain in stroke survivors. Because of this range of motions exercise, what changes happen to the flexibility, activity, and pain, this we are checking. That is the relationship between the cause and effect. That is the experimental study. In non-experimental, we are just observing. We are less given the conclusive or important to the this type of relationship. We'll come to the qualitative research. It is a disciplinary traditions. Mainly the qualitative is divided to three themes. In first, I think first part or second part already I mentioned. Grounded theory, first one. Grounded theory. Second one is the phenomenology. Second one is the phenomenology, and third one is ethnography. First one ground theory. Second one is phenomenology, ethnography. We'll see these all things very detailed later. First one, the ground theory is nothing but understand the key social, psychological, and structural process that occur in the social setting, in one specific social setting. The social, psychological, and structural process that we are studying in the ground theory. In specific social setting or social setup, the social factor or psychological factor, structural process, how it affects the key factor. That is the ground theory study. Some of the spirituality, some of the traditional practice. Even I read some of the literature say oral tradition. That have big impact. See, in our place, we believe whenever we are going to somewhere journey, don't call it backside. It's one oral traditions. That is one oral beliefs. It's given to the this ancients, ancestors. Right? Don't call our backside, because if it calls, something will happen. This is a ground theory. It's affecting our. It's part of our life. Right? It's part of our life. That is ground theory. In phenomenology, if you are taking what life experience of peoples are like, what they means, what is the person's experience, we can ask them this. Now this corona stages, there is pandemic, how it affected your financial status, how it affected your life. This all our experience is totally changed our life experience, right? We can't imagine we'll be here the